Alrighty, it's Miguel, and let's just get right to it. So today, right, the video it's called "Feeling plus Faith equals Knowing," and I'm about to break everything down right now. So let's just start out with feeling, right? Some people may or may not have heard of Neville Goddard, right? He's one of the 20th century pioneers of the whole manifestation field, right? He was a mystic, whatever you want to call him. But, speaking about feeling, he has a book called Feeling is the Secret, right? But then it's like, what is this feeling? A lot of people get tripped up on this, including myself when I was starting, probably for like 2 years. I used to wonder, like, is it super ecstatic, being joyful? It's like, what is this feeling, right? So let's just start first with what is feeling itself, right? What is emotion? Well, I mean, emotion is the language of the universe, right? It's how we understand things. It's how we communicate to everyone and everything. Like, it's a pretty wild example, but you know, if I were to go to a different country right now and meet a woman, I can get with her that same night, even though I don't know her verbal language. It's the vibrations, right? The vibes that I'm giving off, and we can connect like that. So it all comes down to, vibrations. And a vibration is a state of being, right? It's how you're feeling. It's right. It's a state. Everything's in motion. It's a state of being. So, I mean, you ever wonder why it's called the United States of America and how each state just has its own different feeling, right? And so, to kind of go along with that, let's add the final piece of the puzzle here. In fact, what I'm about to give you is like the only piece of the puzzle you'll ever need from now on. It becomes a one piece puzzle after this. And of course, faith holds everything together, which we'll definitely get to as well. But guys, everything manifests in the exact same way. You know, to further deepen that, the universe favors the path of least resistance, right? Like smooth. So, like, for example, let's use a river, for example. Let's say you have two empty canals, two open canals, right? And you're gonna pour equal amounts of water in each canal. Now in one canal, it's smooth. There's no rocks, just it's empty, it's just smooth, right? Just some dirt and sediment. And then on the other canal, you have tons of rocks in there. Tree stumps, logs, right? Trash. It's just filled with gunk. Which canal which pathway do you think that water is going to flow the smoothest? Obviously, the canal that's just empty, clear. It's just a smooth path. The universe is the same way. It favors the path of least resistance. So it's like, I mean, is it easier to run up a hill or on a flat surface, right? It's kind of like that. So to go further into that, what I'm talking about is like, really, if you find yourself talking about, manifesting's hard, manifesting this and that, I have problems with it. That's exactly what you're going to experience, right? Because you're not fighting it, you're just giving way. But on the other hand, if you find yourself saying, manifesting's easy, it's so effortless. I have no problems doing this. I always achieve. I always achieve what I set out to achieve, right? What I set out to do. Then that's exactly what you're going to experience. Like it's manifesting is so simple, it's profound, like straight up. That's just the nature of this. And speaking of nature, that's the final piece of the puzzle I was talking about earlier. So, guys, your ability to manifest comes down to the level of normalcy, naturalness, and reality that you give something straight up. For example, like wherever you're watching this video right now, whether you're in a room, an office, your car, the toilet. I don't know. People watch videos in all kinds of places, right? But as real, as normal, as natural as everything feels to you in that room, right? Guys, that's the feeling. So let's say you have a table. Let's say there's a table in your room right now, right? A chair, a lamp, whatever it is, right? You walk past it every day, right? You see it. As real and normal as those objects are in your reality right now, right? Reality itself is a feeling. So as real and everyday and as just already as it feels to have those things, to see those things in your room, guys, that's the feeling you have to give it. Like it's that already. It is what it is. It's mine. It's done. It's completed, right? I'll give you an example, right? Um, let's say let's say you just got a new car, right? And of course, you're joyful. You're like, "Oh my god, I got a new car!" You're ecstatic. You're going crazy a little bit. But let's talk realistically. Once you've had that car for about 2 months, 2 years, do you still give it that feeling of, "Oh, bro, I got this car. I got this." What happens? You just jump in the car. You just start driving it. You're already in the car. You're feeling the steering wheel, the seatbelt. You're cranking the knobs on the radio, the heater, AC, right? It's just normal, natural. I like how I think Neville Goddard puts it. Like he uses the word naturalness, right? Just already every day, just normalcy. That's guys. There is no set feeling when it comes to when you hear people talking about feeling and emotions and this and that. The feeling is reality. Reality itself is a feeling of just, it's already here. It's already mine. This is that. It's this. I'll give you one example for me. Like, I remember before I had this lamp right here, I don't know if you can see it, but before I had this lamp, I wanted a lamp in this room. But, you know, now that I've had it for like a year or 2 years now, I just walk past it every day. There's no me sitting down like, I am this, I have a lamp, this lamp is awesome, this lamp. It's just, there's no words. It's just the feeling of reality. It's normal. It's natural. It's already mine. It's in my house. It's in my room. If you can give that feeling, if you can give that feeling to whatever it is you're trying to manifest, I don't care if it's money, a relationship, house, car, don't matter. Everything comes in the same way. This is why this is why you cannot this is why you cannot put things on a pedestal. We're talking about material things of this world when this, our mind, is the operant power. Guys, your imagination is the crafting station from which everything derives from. So let's not flip the script and be like, I don't care if it's $1 million. You can't be like, oh my God, $1 million. No, it's just numbers. It's already in my bank. It's mine. Like it's that simple. I don't care if it's health changes, relationship, right? You're trying to get into a marriage, you want to get a new car, a new job, a promotion. Guys, live as though you're already doing that. Like that's as simple as it comes down to. Everything manifests in the same exact way. It's just your level, your ability to make it seem just normal. It's every day. I'm already living this, right? Even if you don't see it objectively, does not matter. This world is completely malleable, bendable with the use of your mind, bro. Your mind is a sacred gift from God. Do not squander it. Don't use it to be sitting in fear and lack. God never gave us no spirit of fear, first of all, right? Love and power, discernment, wisdom, right? Can overcome anything, any situation. Shit, one more example. I remember, guys, and I've been there. I can talk about the struggle. I remember it was a time where I had like $700 in my account, and I had rent due the next cycle, and it was like over 1,000. And if I would have, succumbed and been like, "Oh, I have no money," it probably would have manifested. But I found it within myself to be like, isn't it wonderful that I just paid that bill, no problem. It's like I've already paid this rent, easy, And I got more for the next and the next and the next. Guys, you have to find it within, man. Just know that, hey, mind sight, not eyesight, right? So to kind of recap, feeling, it's just normalcy, naturalness is already. Remember that word, already. I already got this. I'm already doing this, right? Me and so are already married. We're already doing this. And you live in that fulfilled state. Stay true to that. And then watch the magic happen. Like straight up. Again, go apply this though. Don't let me be a talking head, right? Of course. Don't just take everything I'm saying and just be like, okay, no. Put it to use, right? Do your homework, do your due diligence, experience this for yourself. This works. I've I've manifested the impossible like situations. Like one more little backstory. I remember when I moved into my first apartment, it was a studio apartment, and it burned down within 6 days of me moving in. Right? Naturally, I'm gonna feel like a little crazy, upset, scared. But again, I just found it within myself to not trip and just already see myself right in a new place. In fact, it was pretty much one of those like back against the wall type moments. Like, you know what, bro? You better put this manifesting stuff to use now. You talk about it, you read, you watch videos, you might as well. And so it was kind of like F it, let's go. I have no choice, or I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be homeless. So I remember like falling asleep in that smoke-filled, black mold, water damage, fire damage, old apartment. And I just found it within myself to just. It was a video. Shout out to Elmer Olacher Jr. Man, that video popped up at the right time. But it was just one affirmation. I wasn't visualizing. I wasn't. It was just as I was laying on that old air mattress. As I was drifting off to sleep, I remember just saying like 10 times till I dozed off. Like, isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me right now. Isn't it just over and over again till I fell asleep? And I remember it was like 2 days later, that same week, apartment manager hits me up and she's like, "Hey Miguel, there's a 1 bedroom on site. Maintenance is cleaning it out right now. They're putting in new carpet, and if you'd like, we can move you in there. It's a 1 bedroom and we'll honor the price of your studio if you'd like." I was like, hold up. So a 1 bedroom for the price of a studio? She's like, yeah. I'm like, when can we get this going? Right? She's like, for sure, for sure. I will, I'm going to give you a call once everything's clean and out there and we can move you in there, get the new lease. Boom. So what's the moral of the story here? It can be hard to not react, but find it within yourself to not trip. Remember the word already. Like, man, I'm already doing this. I already have this. Remember, it's the feeling of nature. Reality itself is the feeling of just, it's already mine. It's already completed. Right? Now, to hold that together though, that's where faith comes in, right? And so let's talk about faith now, right? What is faith? I mean, faith is the substance of things unseen. It's the substance of things hoped for. You believe that something is. Like, for example, you know, it's like you being like, "All right, bro, I'll see you tomorrow on that Zoom meeting at 2." Yep, yep. It's like even though it hasn't happened yet, you already know it's going to happen. You believe, you got faith, and that faith keeps you going. And then that meeting happens, right? It's like you already believe it's going to happen, even though you don't see it yet. Faith is that it's that glue that keeps everything together and keeps things moving and rolling for you in your favor, you know. But there's a huge difference though between just merely stating that you believe something versus knowing it completely to be true, right? That's why I put the word knowing in the video. Knowing. So look, it's easy to be like, I believe I can do that. I believe that's possible. I believe in myself. I'm pretty sure I'm able to. But right, when you say something and then you get that inner doubt, that self doubt, that little like you say it, but then your gut's like, do you? Right? We've all been there. And when someone's talking that ish, and you're like, I don't believe you, bro. Just stop talking. Right? But when you know something, knowing is pure, unwavering conviction about something or one's very own self. You know, it's truth, absolute truth. Like, as real as me saying, this is my eyebrow, this is my nose, these are my lips, this is my chin. Like, nothing you say could shake that. It's unquestionable. Knowing, right? And so, yeah. So to kind of recap, when you know something to be true, you already encapsulate the right feeling, the right faith. You know what I mean? The right feeling and the right faith behind it. And they fuse together and become knowing, right? Knowledge, straight up. And when you walk around in total knowing everywhere you go, hey, you step into the realm of manipulating reality as you go. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Be careful, because I'm not gonna give people any crazy ideas, but literally be careful with this, because it can affect people, places, and things. So again, use this to love, create, build, or destroy. But if you use it to destroy, you will self-destruct as well. It's like these females that do voodoo witchcraft and they put a hex on a woman to steal her husband away from her. And you know what, ladies that do that? You might succeed. You might kill that woman and give her a disease, but guess what? When the same crap comes back on you or someone you love gotta die, don't even cry for a second. Hey, the energy you dish out comes right back. So let's use this sacred gift, y'all, for love. Straight up. I'm not playing over here. So again, much love. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.